Dell competing for him, he tells us. So much emotion, just a charged atmosphere at Christown Lanes in Phoenix. Our final is underway. 9-pin for Allen. Using a lot of loft.
That's Ritchie's MO, man. And he's trying to keep the ball on line. It's going to get airborne.
A loss to Mika in the semifinals. January 8th, just a couple of weeks ago. So Allen suddenly one of the hottest bowlers on tour. 2 TV appearances, the last 3 possible shows.
Come on, Allen.
Del-Ballard-Jr., the higher seed through qualifying, gets choice of starting lane. He decides to finish the match on the left lane and let Ritchie finish on the right lane. And I think his strategy is because in practice, Ritchie-Allen struggled on the right lane. Well, see what Del-Ballard-Jr. has done in his career, and quite honestly, he made most of that money in the late 80s to early 90s, becoming the 11th player to surpass $1 million in earnings. But it's been a long, long time for this man right here.
He's won 3 majors, won some Masters championships too before they became official major events.
Kid's foot over there is kicking. Sorry.
Young man to his right, a little distracting. He's kicking his foot. Every shot counts here. So big for Del-Ballard-Jr. See how far left he starts there, and it crosses over the head pin, a high shot.
That's horrible.
Well, again, you know, you talk about strategies that are involved in this. Del-Ballard chooses to finish on this left lane, which hooks a lot more than the right lane. He makes a ball change on that lane and then doesn't throw it well, leaving the 3-10 split.
Thanks, Rick.
He has his first split conversion of the week. Could not have come at a better time for Del.
Said thanks, Rick, referring to Rick Benoit, who actually worked with Del back in December. And the main thing that they worked on was trying to keep Del's hand inside his elbow in the downswing, keep him from going around early. He has a tendency to turn early. Well, he worked on keeping the hand behind it, keeping the ball outside of that elbow, keeping that hand inside.
High shot there from Ritchie-Allen. Leaves the 4-7. This is his first championship match appearance since he won his only title back in '02 in Dallas.
Look at the rotation there. This ball never gets far enough right, and this is starting to turn into a little chess match.
Great look, nice angle from our crew. But on the replay, we saw the loft of the ball from Allen. What does loft do to a bowling ball?
Delays hook. Ritchie-Allen, it's like Mika. You know, when Mika needs to get the ball further down the lane, he lofts it further. Robert Smith, when he's playing 6th there, he lofts it over the gutter cap. Delays hook and allows the ball to get right of the head pin. And most of the time you see it is when guys are playing in. You will, however, see Mika do it when he's going straight up the lane, just to keep it on line.
There's a loft. Great angle from our crew. Saw him far in. He started. A paralyzing 5 goes down late for Ritchie-Allen. His first strike of this championship match.
Right now, Del needs to focus on the right lane, not about what happened on the left lane. Worry about that after you throw this shot.
Del has competed in 10 Denny's PBA Tour events this year, 8 trying to come through the PTQ route. Did that this week in Phoenix. All 10 down for Del-Ballard-Jr.
Make 2 in a row, man. Come on.
He will be put right into the field of 64 a few weeks down the road in Parkersburg, West Virginia, given the commissioner's exemption by Fred Schreier. Commissioner of the Denny's PBA Tour is here today to watch. And Randy, you've got one as well coming up, the exemption.
I do, in Atlanta. A couple weeks.
Look forward to seeing you in the round of 64, and hopefully show again, sir.
Would be nice. A lot of distractions going on right now. Del needs to just regroup. Take your time. Deep breath. Just focus on getting it off your hand. Back to the original ball he started with.
Stick it in there.
Now let's see if Ritchie-Allen can strike on the right lane when we come back.
You will not want to go away. Put down that remote control. Don't think about turning the channel. Del-Ballard has a 12-pin lead. Del-Ballard-Jr. by 12 pins, but he is working on a strike heading into his 4th frame. Del will look for a turkey when he resumes in his 5th frame. Now the non-exempt qualifiers to get through. Del-Ballard-Jr., well, he's still alive. Steve Cook was this week's commissioner's exemption, who finished 60th. And to refresh your memory on that story, the only other bowler to come out of that non-exempt field to make a show last year, Liz Johnson, Grand Rapids, Michigan, lost to Tommy Jones in the final. Maybe Del does it again here. A 4-pin for Allen.
How about Dale Eagle leading that list? What is he, like 93 now? Right now, Ritchie still struggles on the right lane. And again, we talked about the fact that Del-Ballard had the choice of starting lane, which determines where the players finish. Ritchie-Allen will have to finish the match and finish on the right lane. And it looks like the tougher of the 2 lanes for him. So good strategy by Del-Ballard. However, keep in mind, Del has to finish on the left lane. That lane hooks more than the right. Can Del conquer that left lane and win this tournament? A lot at stake for him.
Quiet.
Ritchie reprimands the crowd. I'm not sure I've ever seen that. That's a high shot. Look out.
Richard, go of it.
Sometimes the crowd can be distracting.
Yeah, and you hear him say, let go of it. And
I'm down the spare.
again, we talk about grabbing it at release. You start to grab it, the ball wants to go left. That ball there never pushed to the right.
Unfortunately, you have an issue with a member of the crowd from last year, Dexter Tournament of Champions, just on that late shot.
Well, we don't need to get into that, Dave.
But it can throw you off.
Well, it can.
We'll see if Ritchie can overcome it. He does have his spare. PBA.com is your best source for all the latest PBA news, including live real-time scoring, match play competition, and in addition to all the latest on the PBA Tour and its players, PBA.com features an online store with the latest in PBA merchandise and apparel, all that and more. PBA.com. Bookmark it today. Del looks for the turkey.
Get lucky.
It was left when he released it.
Okay, well, you know, he gets away with a bad shot. Ritchie-Allen went through the nose. He tripped the split out.
Chinking the armor right there.
Well, I don't want to hear, you know, I think that'd be the last thing I would tell myself, chinking the armor. I mean, you don't want any negative thoughts entering in the equation right now. But, you know, the good news is he leaves himself a very makeable spare instead of a split.
Which he converts. Del appearing on TV, first time in 8 years, 2 months, 22 days. The 7th longest span in tour history between TV shows. If he wins, it will in fact be the longest span between victories in Denny's PBA Tour history.
The worst thing Del-Ballard-Jr. can do right now is think about it. You can't think about it. Just do what you've been doing. Got you to this point. Don't think about all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Come on. Come on.
Don't get overhyped. Don't whoop it up. Just stay focused on making shots. Don't think about tour exemption for next season. Don't think about all the money. Don't think about getting back out on this tour. Just think about making shots.